The grand final of the All Flag State Premier League Reserves competition saw Perth face Stirling Lions. Perth had finished the season top of the league, while Stirling had finished third. It didn't take Perth long to find their touch. Matthew Izzo fed Stefan Dursa, who carried the ball over halfway before releasing Francis Fafaro down the left. He went to the byline and looked to set up Mansoray, but Croker got a touch. Mansoray then laid it back to Dursa, whose shot was well saved by Connor Campbell. Perth thought they had scored when a corner was flicked on at the front post, but Stirling's David Filippo was perfectly placed to clear off the line. Perth looked dangerous at set pieces, and when Filicamo thumped his clearance into a Perth player, Stirling were grateful that Campbell seized on the loose ball. Campbell was called into action again soon after. A well-weighted ball over the top saw Mansoray beat the offside trap, but he failed to connect properly with his shot and Campbell gathered. Just after the 20-minute mark, Perth took the lead. Stirling broke up a promising attack, only for Kavanagh to give possession back to Perth. Saldaris burst forward, combined with Mansoray, and chipped a delightful ball into the path of Chris Residis, who volleyed past Campbell to make it 1-0 to Perth. A good run from Saldaris, who looks up before receiving the ball back from Mansoray, and then picks out Residis, who finishes superbly on the volley past a wrong-footed Campbell. Stirling tried to play their way out of defence, but Perth were quick to close them down. Michael Residis robbed Kavanagh and then tried his luck from the edge of the penalty box, but his shot just kept rising. Early in the second half, Stirling had a corner and it fell to the unmarked David Hunt, but he directed his header straight at Luke Martino. Soon after, Stirling did well in tight space down the right. Hunt kept Croker's chip in play. Meredith gave a classy backheel before showing his strength to keep possession. Hunt picked up the loose ball and then set up Tim Hill, but somehow he blasted his effort miles over the crossbar. With just 3 minutes remaining, substitute Seb Oyett played the ball out to the right wing for Perth. The initial cross was blocked before Candlish rolled it into the box. Belford dummied and then turned. He received the ball back from Chris Residis and then side-footed home Perth's second goal of the match. Candlish's ball into the box is perfect at the second attempt. Belford dummies and Residis unselfishly gives it back to him in space, and he makes no mistake from 8 metres out. Stirling had 3 minutes in which to find 2 goals and force extra time. They were unable to do so. The final whistle sounded and Perth were the victors by 2-0. Coach Taki Nikolaides and captain Chris Saldaris receiving the trophy on behalf of the team.
They are champions for 2001 Reserves Grand Final, First Topic Day.
First of all, congratulations. How does it feel?
Yeah, awesome. It's all about grand finals in WA, and we've had a very exceptional season this year. And having won the league, got into the grand final of the top 5, and come out on top, it's been great. Boys deserved it.
You finished the season undefeated. Did you go into the game any differently, or just do the same thing?
No, look, it's a very talented squad. For me, it's more upstairs, more about getting their mindset and right for the game. And it's not easy when you've been going through a whole season undefeated, getting them up every week. But we've used 33 players this season to get to where we are today, and it's been exceptional. It just goes to show the depth that Perth Football Club have.
What's the secret behind them being so successful?
Oh, look, just infrastructure, getting the right people in the right places, and again identifying some good talent and giving them the opportunities to move forward. So
it's hard to identify individuals, but is any members of this team first team material next year? Or
I'd like to think a good half dozen will be, but again, it's all well and good to have the talent, but they need to apply themselves and knuckle down to take that next step. I believe there's probably a good half dozen that can take the step. It's just a matter of head down and doing the work.
It was such a successful season. Where to from here?
Well, end of season now, we can celebrate the win. Moving forward, I guess it's we'll sit down with the club in the next 2 or 3 weeks and see what their plans are moving forward. So we'll see what happens.
Well, congratulations, Taki. Thanks very much for your time.
Lovely, thank you.